Hello everyone, Rambles here. Welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Era Hardcore and our Dwarf Hunters leveling campaign. Thank you all very much for clicking on the video and joining me in Azeroth. Hope you were all doing great. We are going to do some more work in Darkshore today. I think we're going to head south to the southern ruins. We're going after Highborn relics. We need to destroy the seal of the Ancient Flame. And along the way, we will investigate the Furbolg camp. And then I think on the way back, we should investigate the Red Crystal. So yeah, this is how we will start things off for today. We're going to do as much as we can in Darkshore. Before we think about going back to the Eastern Kingdoms, we're also going to plan to get to the Astronar flight point, which we will want to have later on. Oh, this level 60 Night Elf Hunter, they must be leveling up their defense skill. You know, they're letting these level 12s hit them in the back. Definitely working on their defense skill. I will leave him be. As strange as this site is, I won't intervene. Good luck here. Yeah, you got to 60. That is good luck. Quite a bit of skill too. All right, let's move on. I like the gorilla pet. Very nice. There's a quest we can pick up on the road down here too, but I think it might be a low-level quest for us at this point since we're level 17. We'll see. It's still showing up on the... You know what? It's level 12. And as long as we do it before we ding level 18, we'll still get full XP for it. Let's feed our pet.
What brings you here? Good luck, friend.
I was thinking that since they were ghost, we would not be able to poison them, but Serpent Sting works just fine. Oh, look at that. There's a Nea. Oh, that's very lucky. Let's tag her now. Depending on how many other players are in the area, sometimes she's very hard to find. We got Banshee Cursed. Chance to hit reduced by 17% would not really affect us at all. There's the pendant. Another compact shotgun. Including the one that we have equipped, that's the third one that we found. It's too bad we can't use the auction house. I've been really hankering... I think that's a word. I've been hankering to get back into, like, the economy of the game. Selling stuff. Buying stuff. Selling stuff. So, whenever we fire up another character, it's going to have to be in a mode where I can do that. So, not that this character's ever going to die, but if they do, then we might move on to some non-self-found runs. Curious what you guys think about just the viewing experience of self-found compared to just regular hardcore using the auction house. So I don't feel like there's probably not a huge difference for you guys. But maybe for some of you there is. I'm just curious to know your standpoints on it. Not really from a player perspective, but from a viewer perspective. I think some classes work pretty well with self-found and some don't. I'd really like to take another shot at Hardcore Warrior, but obviously, like, I wouldn't do that self-found because Warrior is simply not the class. For self-found, it makes it hard, and it makes it not fun. That's the other thing. It's not just that it's hard. Hardcore is meant to be a challenge, and is always a challenge no matter how you're doing it. But for me, it kind of makes the Warrior unenjoyable. Part of the joy of the Warrior is, like, saving up your gold, going to the auction house, buying that sweet new blue weapon, and just knowing that your DPS is going to skyrocket because of it. That's just kind of the part of the joy for me on the Warriors, is buying new equipment, working the economy to a point where I have money to do that. So occasionally we're proccing this quick shots. Range attack speed increased by 30%. You'll see it pop up in the scrolling text. That's happening because we're putting points into improved Aspect of the Hawk. While Aspect of the Hawk is active, all normal range attacks have a 3% chance of increasing range attack speed by 30% for 12 seconds. that is all the relics we need. That's everything in this area done. The only things showing up on the map now are the rabid thistle bears, like this guy here. And yeah, we could definitely kill these guys wherever we see them. I think we'll probably see more of them as time goes on, north and south of us, as we do other things. So I'm not really going to focus them right now. We might be able to find some Moonstalkers over here, though, that could start dropping the Moonstalker fangs, because right now we have 0. Despite killing many, many runs to the north of town, we didn't get any quest items. So we could hang out here for a minute and work on these. 6 inventory spots left. And we'll be able to find more of the cats and the bears north of here, and we do have to run back to the north to turn in one of these quests. Alright, let's start heading back to the north, I think. We don't have the breadcrumb down to the Grove of the Ancients yet. We have our fishing quest for the Electropellers. We can do that down by the Grove of the Ancients, I think. Or we can do it up here when we do the Cliff Spring River Water. So I think I might pair up those two. Beached Sea Turtle level 13. Yeah, you know, I should probably have grabbed... Let's go south and grab the level 14 one, and then we'll come back up and grab the level 13. Since these are a bit of a lower level, we should get these ones done. So we may be level 18 or so before we head south here again. Well, we could do it in either order. We can grab the level 13 one first and then swing to the south. We have a tin vein right here, which is awesome. And now our inventory is completely full. Let's drop the mushrooms. Well, we really don't need that healing pot outside of the one stack. We don't need the Murloc eye. Yeah, I mean, I want to go grab this turtle. Or the sea creature, whatever it is, but maybe we shouldn't do a lot more fighting. It's hard to resist just fighting everything as I go, but it also sucks leaving things on the ground. You know, somewhere maybe north of us, there's a vendor. There's like a fishing vendor. So maybe we head up the coast on the way back and we try to find him. I think he has a recipe that we want to buy anyway. Well, there we go. There's our first Moonstalker Fang. Inventory's full now, obviously. This guy dropped a War Paint Waistband. Level 12 male belt with 3 strength. We'll grab that. The Shadow Gem we don't have room for. What could we drop that doesn't have a lot of value? Really nothing. I mean, everything has value. Let's drop this guy. Grab the Shadow Gem. Alright, we just gotta go get this creature. We're not gonna have room for the creature. Oh, this is getting bad. It was a really, really bad idea for me to come this far south. I knew we weren't gonna have the inventory space to deal with this, and I brought us here anyway. Looks like somebody else just cleared this. Less junk for us to pick up and put in our inventory. Alright, now we have to go. I'm gonna run up the coast because I want to find the fishing vendor. Oh, we got a dead night elf here. Looks like a druid or a hunter, probably a druid. I thought this NPC was around here somewhere. We don't want to drop down on those guys. Alright, we gotta head back to the road. Maybe they're up here by this dock. We have like an old dock formation. Maybe that's where the fishing vendor's at.
I am honored.
There he is.
What brings you here? Be careful.
There we go. That helped our inventory a bit. Not really any reason to stay out here though. I think we're gonna cut across the way here and head over to the red crystal. We'll tag that and then we will head back to town. Turn everything in, pick up our next round of quest. Looks like we have a copper vein back here. At least it says that we do. Here we go. I'm just blind today, apparently. Pardon me. There's copper down here in this den. And I will take any excuse to kill these owlkin. So we're going in. There's actually a ton of ore in this area. And we picked up a scroll of protection. Let's go ahead and we'll just use that on our pet right away since we are out of inventory space. We are going to have to do some smelting back in town. Since they have an engineering trainer, I'm kind of assuming they have a forge. At least I'm hoping that they do. And we might actually have to make a run to Darnassus. Which could be good anyway. We need to grab the next rank of fishing, and there's a fishing trainer en route there in village. But we're going to have to store some more stuff in the bank. Mainly all the copper bars we're about to smelt. Or we could grab the Arclight Spanner. We could come back to Aberdeen, and we could work on engineering. I think for now I'd rather just stash everything.
What brings you here? Go in peace. I understand. Good luck.
What can I do for you?
We have clam meat. If we have mild spices and we have milk, we can do a little bit of cooking.
Be good.
First, let's go ahead and let's do our smelting. And let that run for a bit. I don't think we need tin separately for anything, so I think whenever we can, we should be making bronze bars out of our tin, and using up some of the copper, obviously, in the process of that. Oh, there we go. We got some mining skillups off that as well. Let's see. if we do some more coarse blasting powder, we're getting pretty close to being able to have a full pouch of heavy shot. We might be there, actually. Yeah, we can do 6. I'm going to throw all of our light shot on the ground, because we can't sell it. It's not really a great reason to save it. And we are going to craft the heavy shot. And that's going to be an additional 4.5 DPS per second. Which the light shot was an additional 1 DPS, so it's quite a big upgrade. Alright, let's finish turning everything in, and then we'll make our way to Darnassus.
Greetings. May the stars guide you. Darnassus.
Hello. Be careful. Elune be with you. Goddess watch over you. Asha Fela.
It looks like the boat is there, but there's like, no, it just left. Okay, I was gonna say, even if it was there, there's probably no way we'd make it. But we're probably gonna have a little bit of a wait for the boat now. The boat kind of takes a long time to get to Root Theron and back. We got a Helden offhand item. Okay, we don't really need that. What we'll do is we'll go to the end of the dock and we will do some fishing. Can't get any skill ups, but we did learn a couple of recipes. Rainbow Fin Albacore, that's still a yellow recipe. So is the Longjaw Mud Snappers. And here comes the boat. Let's not get stuck on the side of the boat. It has happened. It's very unfortunate when it does. So let's just avoid it. Could probably get a couple more casts off the side here. We found a message in a bottle. We're definitely going to check out whatever that is as soon as we start moving here. The message in a bottle is a scroll of intellect. That's really cool. I had no idea you could find scrolls in little bottles like that. Very neat. It's like I've been playing this game for 21 years. Every week I learn something new. Almost every day it feels like. I either learn something new, I see something new, I notice something that I never noticed before. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, wow. We hit level 18 by discovering Root Theron Village. So we could definitely visit the Hunter Trainer while we're here. We're going to put the 4th point into Aspect of the Hawk. Almost done with that one. We will be hitting the flight point on the way back. Here is the fishing supplies. I thought there was also a fishing trainer. Oh, here we go, fisherman. Can you train me in the next rank? You can. Perfect. And then, what did we get here? We got the Strider Stew is still in my inventory. And then Slitherskin Mackerel. Oh, the mackerel, that's a level 1 recipe. That is about all I can do. You know, I think we could probably sell the rough stones. We probably don't need those in the bank. We could probably buy another bag slot here. We can put this bag into it. We can store some of this. And some of the stuff we're going to vendor, some we're going to cook. But that's just about all we can do as far as putting stuff into the bank. It's not marking our trainer, but I'm pretty sure the hunter trainers are over here in the Cenarian Enclave area. Pretty sure our pet could learn some new stuff at level 18. So it'd be nice to find a pet trainer as well. I think we're up top here somewhere. Stable master, hunter trainer, and then the pet trainer might be around the bend. Aspect of the Hawk rank 2, we definitely need. Multi-shot we'll grab for sure. Serpent Sting rank 3 we need. And I think that's all that we're grabbing right now. Let's do that. Oh, what else? Serpent Sting. And then multi-shot we probably won't be using a lot of. Unless we get into a dungeon situation, and even then... It's on a 10-second cooldown, so I guess we would just pop it on cooldown. Alright, here are the pet trainers. We can learn Greater Stamina 3 and Natural Armor 3. And then we have to go into our beast training here and use the training points. Pet is not a high enough level. He's a high enough level to train them, but not to learn them. That's weird. It's kind of weird. Some of the hunter stuff is weird to me, but I guess he's got to gain another level or two. Okay. Is there anything else that we want to do in Darnassus? It looks like we're good here. Can't think of anything else we would need to do here specifically. Oh. Yes, I can. I could definitely think of one really important thing we need to do here specifically that we can't do anywhere else. We need to go learn bows. Like, I'm not saying we're going to use a bow right now, but obviously if we're using an old gun and a good bow drops, even though we have like bow specialization with the dwarf, we're going to use whatever the higher DPS weapon is. If we're lucky, most of the time that'll be a gun. If it's a bow, we have to be able to use that. If it's a crossbow, we'll use that. We'll use whatever the highest weapon is, and self-found, we're not going to have a lot of agency to decide these things. It's going to be random. But yeah, let's take care of learning this now. Weapon Master's over this way.
How may I help?
Bows, thrown weapon, and fist weapons. I don't think it's interesting that we can use fist weapons. I'm just going to train it. I don't think I'm going to use thrown weapons because that'd be kind of pointless. But fist weapons, since we're going to dual wield anyway, like who knows what'll drop, right? Alright, let's jump the flight back. And I think I'm going to take a break right here for now, guys. Seems like a good stopping point. We still got a bunch of stuff left to do in Darkshore. So we're going to spend at least one more episode in Darkshore, and then after that we will have to head back to Westfall. Got some running around to do in Redridge. And yeah, you know, soon we'll do Deadmines. So yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much for joining me on our adventures today. As always, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.